Eleanor. Eleanor was a servant of King George. King George was very mean to Eleanor, and he would whip her every day, and often he would forbid her to eat. One day, Eleanor became so hungry she could not resist quietly tiptoeing over to the palace kitchen, where she stole George's cake and ate it all. When George went to eat his cake, all he saw was Eleanor's pink hair bow on the platter. George was furious, so furious in fact, that he wanted Eleanor to be put to death immediately. Eleanor was heading to the master's courtiers by way of the uppermost parapet walk, when she spotted an archer with his arrow pointed right at her. She turned around and found that she was surrounded by archers, all pointing their weapons at her. She looked up and saw a very large bird flying above, and quickly, without thinking, jumped up and grabbed the bird's talons. The struggling bird quickly lost altitude, but he was able to carry Eleanor over the castle walls and just past the moat. As the bird began to spiral down, the lucky girl was able to dodge the many arrows with her awesome gymnastics moves. After she was far from the palace, Eleanor spotted a cave. She ran over to it and went inside to hide. To her surprise, there were 3 beautiful women already inside. They looked at her and smiled with voices. They said, "We have been expecting you. We are the 3 Fates." Eleanor was surprised. She had read of the 3 Fates in ancient Greek mythology before. Mythology. Before Eleanor could say anything, one of the women stepped forward and intoned, "My name is Pixie, and my sisters are Sunshine and Kittles." Eleanor was struck silent. "We don't want you to be scared by us. We need you to go now. Your instructions are to go north for 5 days, for 5 days. You will then see a large grassy glade. Search in the grass day and night until you find a necklace with a diamond shaped like a strawberry. Once you find this necklace, rub it 5 times and ask for freedom." Eleanor was confused by this word. "What is freedom?" she asked. "You will see," replied Kittles. "Now go." Eleanor traveled for 5 days until she came upon the grassy glade. She looked down upon the meadow and was stunned to see all kinds of necklaces in the grass. Some were butterflies, some were flowers, others with animal shapes, but she could not find a necklace with a strawberry-shaped diamond. She was careful not to pick up any of the other necklaces. After searching for hours, she had found over 500 different necklaces. Just as she was losing hope, she finally found the strawberry diamond. Picking it up, she rubbed it 3 times. Everything around her began to fog up, and poof! She saw in front of her a flying strawberry. The strawberry smiled at her and asked, "Would you like to make a wish?" Eleanor was tempted to ask for food as she was starving, but instead she stayed true to the instructions of the Fates and replied, "I wish for freedom." The strawberry's eyes lit up and it replied, "Abracadabra." Suddenly, Eleanor was in a large house, and she was wearing beautiful fancy clothes, and there were servants in the room waiting to serve her. However, in an instant, she was back with the strawberry in the meadow. The strawberry said, "Whoops, I think that was the wrong wish. Abraca, oh, please wait," interrupted Eleanor. "May I please go back to that wish? It was so nice not to be poor." "Okay, right," replied the strawberry. Abracadabra. Eleanor was in a large house, and she was happy there. She lived in peace for the rest of her life, with a husband whom she'd had 3 daughters named Katie, Lexi, and London, Katie, Lexi, and Caspian, as well as a son named Tonks. She lived happily ever after. Abracadabra.